But anyway, welcome back. Today, well, actually not today. I think I'm gonna make this a compilation vlog because I have just little things to do around my house. And this is just gonna be a fun, girly, summery vlog. Starting with curling my hair. I found this was a $15 curling iron. I don't know, this might be crazy, but like when did curling irons get so expensive? Like I literally was just like, I want to try out a new look. Like I want like a little beachy wave every day. And I find that when I use, like a lot of girls use like 1-inch barrels and stuff, but my curls are just, they turn out so loose. They don't even stay in my hair. I feel like it's such a waste. So I was like, I want something smaller. I kept going to the store. It's like the same 5 curling irons everywhere. I was like, I don't want this. And also like this is looking smaller than I was envisioning. And I didn't know it was pink, but I love that. Okay. So I was wanting something a little bit smaller to do just what people would consider like a normal, it says turbo on off. What does turbo mean? Also, instead of saying like 200 degrees, it says 20. Does that mean 200 or is that like level 20 and it really means like 400? I don't know, but we're just here for it. Anyway, and I just felt like they were so expensive. I'm like, I remember when curling irons were like 10 bucks at Walmart. What happened to those days? So anyway, I got this one and we're going to try it out and see if it just gives me a regular spirally beachy wave. I also wanted a smaller curling iron because I do have natural wave in my hair, but my natural waves they are like beachy and loose, but they're a smaller little spiral. I don't know how to describe it. So that 1-inch curling iron, even like sometimes 1/2 inch is just like too big, but I don't feel like I see that as much. It's more like 1.5, and then every time I use it my hair looks like I just like bumped the ends, you know. So anyway, wait, I think this is already hot. Let's test it out. I guess I didn't get a mirror or a hairbrush. I'm gonna keep my hair in these little butterfly clips. This isn't always my preferred style, but we're gonna run to the nursery today, like the garden center, whatever you guys, I don't know what you guys call it, but we're gonna run there. So having it back like this will really, really help me. Jeez Louise, I don't even remember how to use a curling iron apparently. Oops. Okay, well, that was a good first one. I want them to look kind of inconsistent, like maybe like my real natural waves, not like I just did them. So we'll see how this works. Anyway, the whole thing is that if my hair is pulled back when we're at the garden center or the nursery and we're buying plants, then it will really help me. Also, we need to make a list, okay? I just spent some time thinking about it and I know what I need at the nursery, but every single time I go, I get so distracted by all the options and suddenly I want to like landscape my entire house and, you know, everything is just so distracting. So I don't want to get distracted while I'm there. We're going to make a list. I need a lime tree and a lemon tree, ideally a Meyer lemon dwarf tree, and what kind of lime do I want? I don't know. We're gonna have to Google the limes real quick before we leave. And then, oops. Then I need a mint plant and I want a dill plant. 1, 2, I think I have a 3rd planter. Let's just go and get those for now. And then we're gonna go to Walmart to get soil because I found out it's way, 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 way cheaper at Walmart than at like any of the local nurseries. So we'll just do that. Also, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like with a tighter barrel, you can put less heat on your hair because you hold it for less time and you get the same loose wave. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll just try again. A bigger mirror would have really added to the plot here, where I could see what I was doing. Okay, I'm over that piece. See, here's my natural wave coming out right there. So I'll just leave that. Yeah, so my goal would be to go and pick up plants today. Oops. We'll see how it wears. We'll see how it wears. Let's not judge the hair too soon. Okay, this is the outfit that I was envisioning for going to the nursery. I feel like the Jesus sandals are so heavy with it, but last time I wore my white sandals, and the white sandals was such a tragedy at the nursery because it's so like dirty there. You know, there's just dirt everywhere. I also want to show you, hold on. Oh my gosh, wait, that's what's going on. Don't mind me. Okay. I also thought maybe a hat, but here, I'll show you. Like with the hat, I don't know. I just feel like the hat is off. So then I took the hat off. And then I did just some simple everyday jewelry. I have like a couple rings, my little watch, and then I want to do these really teeny tiny earrings. I have a nude sandal that's not like my white sandal, and I think I'm just gonna change into those. Or do I wear these and pretend like nobody can see them? My hair looks so silly. I wish I would have looked in a bigger mirror when I did it, but we don't have time to change it, or the cares to give. Okay, these are the earrings. So I feel like we're looking pretty put together, and I'm gonna grab just a little button down top in case if the sun is like too much and I can't have it on my skin. One moment. Okay, I put on a nude sandal. It's looking a lot better. I'm so excited to wear this dress because it's been in my... Also, don't look at what's going on behind me. I keep saying this, but the decorating of my house is like a work in progress, and the in progress phase is just not a representation of the end goal or view at all. But I'm so excited to wear this dress because I forgot about it. It's been in my closet just waiting for a chance to be worn, and I literally just haven't worn it. So today's the day, and this is the perfect little gardening dress. So, okay, we have a limited amount of time. Let's get going. Oh my gosh, I'm not even out the door yet, and I've already established that a bigger hoop earring would have been the move, but we can't go back now. I just feel like with no mascara, let's at least fix our lips a little. I'm looking for this one lipstick that I thought was in my car, and then most recently, I was in my car and it's not in there, and I just need that color. Where would it be? Where's my... Trust me, like this is, I'm sure it's in a purse, but like, what am I gonna use in the meantime is the question. I don't know. I guess I'll do like a gloss. Let's do a light gloss. This is the e.l.f. Glossy Lip Stain in the brown and the hot pink. You could barely even see, but these are really good. Sorry, I have to look at the... Uh-oh. I might need to get in the vehicle and fix this a little. Okay. These are really good. These are great for like a night out when you want to show up to dinner with your lips looking glossy and then like give them time to set while you're just having like a bev or something. And then later on, like 3, 4 a.m., lips are still looking poppin'. I just thought about actually this perfume. I've been loving this one lately. This is the 7 Virtues Coconut Sun. I used to be super anti-perfume just because of the ingredients in it, but these ones are actually a really clean, like if you scan them on Yuka or Big Dirty or anything like that, prime. And they have some pretty good scents too, so depending on what you're into. This to me is not like a year-round scent. I really only like it in like spring and summer. Hello. Okay, bye-bye little Q. There you go. Bye-bye, my sweet love. I love you. See you later. Will you stay and have fun? Okay, bye-bye. Okay, I did look, and we're looking for Persian limes. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen these Zevia energy drinks. I drink Zevia personally. It's just a lower sugar option drink. For sodas and juices, they have a lot of fun things, and I like that it's made with stevia. I know some people are stevia haters, but I personally like stevia. So anyway, this is grapefruit flavor, and my review is that these are decent. If I didn't tell you it was grapefruit flavor, I don't think you would know. You would literally not know what flavor it was. So if you really are looking for an energy drink that tastes like a candy or something really good, it's probably not the deal. If you're looking for a slightly healthier energy drink option, this is pretty good. Also, the first time I drank it, I didn't really get like that zingy hit of energy that an energy drink usually gives me. So that's to be noted. Okay, we're sticking to the list. Oh my gosh, I just parked. I have to show you guys what they have. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. We could literally spend the whole day here.
So the second that I got to the garden center, I immediately started getting distracted. And I don't know if you've seen about Ina Gardner or whatever, I can't even say it right. But anyway, she has these flowers, and so I got all excited looking at them. And then I saw these ones, which I could not figure out what these were called for the life of me, but I thought they were so beautiful in the way they like trail out of the containers. I was actually heavily considering buying them, which again, not on track, but whatever. These ones I was just showing you because I love seeing the variety that you can grow in my current planting zone. It's so different than the plants that I grew up around, and it's just really exciting to see all the flowers in full bloom. This was a banana tree, but I was actually shook because there is a different banana tree looking tree that I was considering getting for landscaping, and then those were real banana trees. I was like, should I grow some bananas? Immediately getting distracted. So these were a lot of the kinds of citrus trees that they had, and I was just shook at like how big and how fruitful a lot of these trees were. Like, wow. And I was loving that. But they were large varieties and very thorny, and so I was just thinking,
for a second there, that I was getting way too insane. I had to come to the car and regroup. I hope I'm in frame. I can't really, like, the sun is no good here. So anyway, I had to come to the car and regroup because, like I said, it's so distracting. I started taking videos of flowers I've never seen before for you, or like some that I have but I just love. And actually the conclusion that I came to was a lot of the trees were really mature trees, so they're charging a lot more for them than a smaller tree, as well as the fact that none of them are dwarf trees. And in order for me to do container gardening, they need to be dwarf trees. And also they had all of their actual greenhouses closed, so any sort of like mint, oregano, like anything like that was just put away. So I spent some time gallivanting around, and now I think I'm actually might look and see if I have enough time to go to one more place, although my time limit is kind of up. Maybe that's suggestive. So I'm gonna look and see if I have enough time to get there as well, and maybe they will have dwarf plants. You know what? I'm actually going to turn this glum little attitude around because we got to look at the plants. Oh, we saved money. We didn't buy any, so this is a good day. All right, some time has passed. I had to do some work. Crazy. I know, right? But now I'm feeling a little bit antsy, and you know what the best thing to do is? Get out of the house. So it's like, do we do a Target run? Do we do a Home Goods run? What do we do? And I finally came to the conclusion, a Home Goods run it is, because there is some things that I need to return. There's a couple things that I'm looking for there. Maybe I'll even pop up pictures, or maybe I'll take you with me. I'm also going to take my little pupper with so that he can get out of the house, which will be amazing. And also, can we talk about this hair real quick? Why wasn't I doing the bangs like this, like, literally all day long? I mean, I can wear them anyway, but, like, what was I doing with the butterfly clips? It's none of my business, so let's go.
Alright, this is what I was looking at Home Goods, these gorgeous marble lamps. I keep looking at these, and they're going down in price. I don't really think I need them or have a place for them, but I keep looking at them. I also came looking for one wavy ripple green lamp, and I needed some curtains. I am considering doing like a bench at the end of my bed so that my dog can jump onto the bed, or making custom stairs. So that's why I'm showing you some of these things. And then I had to point out the specific section to you because they've really been upping their bedding game lately. If you're like me, you're all about these natural fibers, so like 100% cotton, 100% linen, made out of no polyester. And I find it so difficult when I come here. You have to read like every single label. But I'm not gonna lie, this section was super tempting to me to get like a new coverlet, a new duvet, something like that, especially after shopping for it for so long. And then I just bought a new one. My mindset is still kind of in like buying more, I guess. I don't know. I really loved this blue, and they had like the whole set, sheets and everything. And the texture of this Daco fill blanket was something like I've never experienced, although the color was not.
Shop till you drop, I guess. It's pitch black outside. And look, I'm a little doggy in a purse. Little doggy in a purse. Everyone was loving having him there. Okay, let's get the vehicle started. Now, I was originally planning that we'd just go home, but then I was like, should I take you to the beach? Because if you've never seen the beach at night, it's a really good experience and you cannot experience that everywhere. But it's also a really, really busy weekend for the beach. So I'm kind of like, and then I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see it. He's like not getting out of the bag. He wants to just sleep in here. You want to get out and go to your seat? Okay. I had to disturb him because he's got to get off my lap. So anyway, then I'm like, okay, if I take you, will you even be able to see it? And we'd really only be going so that you can see the beach, because I want you to be able to get the full experience while you're here. So then, I don't know, I'm just going back and forth right now trying to think of like what beach is close that I could probably take you to. I think the closest one would add like an hour to our travel home. I might just wait for another day, because to be honest, I'm going to be devastated if I add the hour travel and then I go with the camera. I know, like, the camera, but like, and you can't even see anything. So I think I might just grab another clip a different day, or just try that some other day, so that I can confirm that you would be able to like get the full experience when I take you. Okay? So in the meantime, I have some road trip snacks to show you. This is what we've got. This is what I was snacking on the way here. If you are not a fan of the Home Goods TJ Maxx like snack candy food section, you're absolutely missing out. The best specialty grocery stores I've ever been to, they have their products discounted at these stores, and it's basically like getting a specialty grocery store experience. I laugh so hard when people are like, oh, I would never eat the food there, because it's amazing. There's this one garlic aioli sauce. If I ever see it in there, I will introduce you to it. It is going to take your avocado toast from like what you think is a 10 to being like, that was nothing compared to this new garlic like avocado toast. Anyway, so I got these. These are like strawberry candies like you get in the US, but I think their Swedish version is what I gather, and I love them. As you can see, I've really been making progress. I've been sharing them with everybody that I know, and so yeah, I had a couple of these on the way here. Then I also tried these, and what I like about the Swedish candies is their rules are a lot more strict on like dyes and weird additives in the foods. So usually it's just a little bit better than US candy that's like not regulated at all, you know? So then I also have tried these lately, the Yum Earth Sour Littles. Now these, the thing about Yum Earth is they're very allergen friendly, but also they're dye free. So these are just slightly better if you're gonna go the candy route. Now, here's my complaint. In this bag, there is probably 4 or 5 little candy guys. And the container of these, I had to get like a whole pack, not that big. Plus, you don't get to pick the colors, and I feel like they're intentionally giving me bad colors, a bad mix of colors in like every single bag. I'm probably halfway through the pack, and I'm still thinking this about every single bag. Like, I'm getting a majority of like yellows. I want blues. I want reds. I want more variety per pack. But they are pretty good, and they taste very, very similar to like a regular sour candy. And I even think the Yum Earth ones are just slightly more sour than other sour candies on the market that to me could be slightly more sour. So these are good. So while I was also snacking on those on the way here. So on the way home, I'm thinking, this is health, gluten-free buffalo beans. I don't know. And these Kinnick vanilla wafers, and I just saw that they redid the packaging because they slightly redid the formula, so I'm really excited to try the new ones. But of course I got the old burnt ones, so we'll see. And one time I got these and they were also burnt, and I was really like, this is like my home cooking. You don't know what you're gonna get. Burnt, not burnt. Sorry if you couldn't see me this whole time. Oh, and I bought some stuff, so maybe I'll give you a haul when I get home when I get home. I guess we'll skip the beach, we'll go straight home, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't forget to give you the haul. As I was going in, I realized I don't think I actually told you what wound up happening at the garden center. So when I went to, well, it was a nursery, but whatever. When I went, I was specifically looking for dwarf trees. One of my long-term goals is to start a container orchard, an orchard that basically I could take with me if I move to another location, because I plan to do that. But I really, really want fruit trees and an orchard in general. I got a couple of
pots already to do like limes and lemons and just kind of basic things. And then I did get some other containers for more so like gardening. So I was just going to see if they had any of those things and try not to get distracted, because this is one of those hobbies where I feel like I might be more into buying the things than like making them fruitful and stuff. We'll see. So just trying to make it super easy on myself. And when I was there, I realized that I think I'm just gonna have to order them online. I think this is like I probably went 6 times recently looking for the exact plants that I want, because I want super specific ones that I can grow in a variety of zones. And I'm gonna try to make an actual orchard that can travel with me. So anyway, that's gonna be a whole nother video, like the whole fruition of that as well, like more of a curated video of the beginning to end. But obviously it's a lot of trips to the nursery and finding out where soil is and getting the right pots and all this stuff. So that's how that went. I still had a lot of fun. Obviously I was just perusing around. That's why you have all these videos of me just gallivanting around. But that's why I also decided not to go to the second place, was because I was thinking it might just be a waste of time and I might get distracted and wind up buying something that I really don't need, that doesn't align with my long-term vision. So this is what I got at HomeGoods. Also, I need to tell you a quick story. So when we went to HomeGoods, I originally went because I had returns from last week. I bought some stuff, tried it out in my house, it didn't work, and then I went to return it. And then I was also looking for a lamp, which you saw. I found the lamp in there, and then when I saw it, I was like, there is the lamp that I saw, and then this other lamp. This is the one that I really wanted, and I thought this one was a dupe for this one, but when I was in there, I was like, they're actually not really similar at all. This one's like glass, this one's metal, and so instead of giving dupe, it was giving like IKEA dupe, you know what I'm saying? Like not even similar style. So I just decided to pass on that, even though it was a hard pass. And then I also was looking for a few items, so I wound up finding this. So about the return. So I go in, and I have really been working on my home decor lately. Like if you're following along with my videos, my vlogs, you're seeing the transition of my house, you know that. Like I've been working on my home decor. So I am at HomeGoods like a regular, shopping, returning, doing all the things, testing things out. I mean, this rug was from HomeGoods and I plan to return it next week, but I just didn't have the energy to pick it up and haul it off this week. So whatever. Anyway, so I get in there and I like I'm basically completed with my return. And then the lady's like, hold on. She's like looking at this organizer that I got. And she's like, I've never seen this organizer before. I was like, yeah, like I hadn't seen one like that either, but I just thought it was like perfect for under the kitchen sink. So I got it. And she's like, like you got it here? Yeah. Like I literally put my card in. She scanned the tag. Like everything was fine. I was like, yeah. And she's like, are you sure? Then she's like, did this tag come off and you put it back on with like a zip tie? And I was like, oh no, like that's exactly how it came. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna need to get manager approval. Where this is all going is, did you watch about the Marshalls, HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, whatever it is, the little like scam that's going on where people are returning items that aren't the real item? She was like, I'm not accusing you of anything, but like I just need to verify. Excuse me, say what? I'm not accusing you of anything, but I do need to verify. I was like, first off, if I have to pay $35, because she was looking at it, she's like, this thing is kind of like a piece of junk. And I was like, yeah, I thought that too. Like when I got home and I was using it and it was like not going how I wanted it to go, I was like, this is not that good, but like if it fit in this space as an organizer, it would make this space super efficient. I need it. I was like, I don't need it. So like now I'm upset. If I have to pay for this, I'm gonna be so pissed. And she's like, no, I think you like put the tag back on, basically. I was like, if I was gonna return something, don't you think I would have returned something better? Like something. Anyway, so like the manager comes over and they wound up letting me do the return, but I was like, the way this isn't preventing the scam at all, because I know about it. I would never do that because I don't have a reason to, but it's not preventing it. So let me show you what I got, because I had high spirits after they allowed me to do all of my returns. Luckily, the one item I went in for, more of these curtains. Tomorrow, I believe, is going to be my curtain hanging day, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I have curtain rods for all the rooms that I want to work on the curtains on, but you know how it is with HomeGoods. Like if you don't go the day of you see something, you may never see it again. So we have dark brown curtains, not for this room, obviously, plenty of curtains in here.
I just did the curtains in here, so if you haven't seen my video where I transformed this room, obviously it's not posted yet, but I'm sure it will be by the time you're seeing this, but because the rug is not good and I have some other changes I want to make. But if you haven't seen that, go watch that as well, because I spent a lot of time redoing this room just for filming purposes and like having the girls over, so it's for you. Okay, and then this is the other thing I got. And this is just like the epitome of being at Home Goods and like having a house, was I just needed a food scraper. This is like when you're chopping on the cutting board and you want to like grab everything off and put it in a bowl or whatever real quick. That's what this is for. Other people use it for like baking, measuring type of thing when you're doing pastries and stuff. So I didn't really have an opinion on a brand of one, and that's how I got this one. But I've been needing one of these, so I was pretty excited to find it for $5. Hope that's a good deal. I don't think I'm really gonna do anything else. Maybe like watch a TV show or watch some YouTube or something. So I'm just gonna say goodnight, and I wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll see you next time.